What is up, guys? Hope everybody is well. So 10-minute walks. Why do I think such a small thing as a 10, 15, 20 if you wanna minute walk post meal, why do I think that's so healthy for us? Well, for me personally, I just feel 10 times better just instead of sitting down after food. And for example, the meal I've just had now is not necessarily a big meal. It was 200 grams of Greek yogurt, dark chocolate, macadamia nuts, pretty moderate fat, high protein, and an apple, low carb. And normally I utilize these 10, 15, 20-minute walks around the neighborhood. Just track up my Apple Watch, especially if it's a higher carb meal. So if I'm like having a big old lasagna, I'm definitely gonna go for a walk. And I've tested my blood sugar kind of after going for a walk rather than not, and just kind of sitting down after a meal. And it's drastically different in the sense of it's drastically better. So moving around after a meal, especially after a meal that's gonna spike your blood sugar, is gonna aid in that. Getting your blood pumping. It's gonna aid in digestion. And again, anecdotally, personally, I just feel miles better doing it. And just the ritual of doing it. I love going out for a walk after dinner. Like, it took forever. We've kind of always just sat down after a meal and watched TV. And a small thing, just as going out for a little walk post-meal, for me, is drastically changed. But just that mindset of like, okay, we eat, we walk, then we can chill. And like I said, 10, 15, 20 minutes is not a big deal. But it just, even in the rain, I get my raincoat on and go for a little meander around the neighborhood. And you just feel 10 times better, in my opinion. Again, is massive science behind it. I don't know. I haven't looked at if there is studies or anything like that. But what I will say is, again, anecdotally, and just if anything, I think rituals are important. Just kind of saying to myself that, okay, I have maybe 3-4 meals a day, that every time I do that, I'm gonna go for a walk and aid in kind of that food digestion, aid in like I said, blood sugar, and just create that habit, create that ritual of doing something and not just sitting down in a slump. And often when I get back home, I feel way more energized than I would if I just ate and then sat down or went back to work or whatever. But yeah, 10-minute walks. It's this idea, again, so simple that actually took me from learning from somebody else. It just seems like, I think in other countries like Italy and Spain, I think going for a walk after a meal is more normal. But this, I learned this from Stan Efferdin, the creator of the vertical diet, coined the world's strongest bodybuilder. But again, just going for, the guy's a wealth of knowledge. If you don't know who he is, look him up. But just going for these walks, my hair is all over. It is a game changer.